Greetings and welcome back to the world of Solitude. I am Sweeney Dunstan, and today we are in the Nether. We've just cleared out a big old tunnel, and now we're about to go and design something really different and interesting to go in here to make it feel a little more like home. So if you enjoy Minecraft tutorials, gameplay, and all kinds of other Minecraft-related content, subscribe and click that bell so you don't miss another video. So the Nether Tunnel that we've decided to work with is to the end fortress of the Nomian Empire. And that's because this thing has become such a hassle. As we can see, we've already got quite a bit of this cleared out, and we've also got a new connection. So those doors are no longer going to be used. In fact, I may even try to straighten this out just a bit more and make it that much easier to get to. And hopefully I will have time today to come in and put in 3 30x Mega Smelters, my own personal design. Yeah, the blast furnace is going to be in the center, then we're going to have the furnaces down the left, and then we're going to have the smokers down the right. Over here, we do have the materials needed. It took me a long time to get all this stuff gathered up, but in this shulker box, we have the smooth stone, some end rods. In this one, we have the sandstone. This one, we have the end stone. Here we have the purple, stone brick, spruce logs, and nether brick. And of course, scaffolding. Got to be able to get up to the roof, right? So I'm going to collect all this stuff and put it in the corresponding chests or correction, shulker boxes, jeez, and we'll get started. We're back at the work site with all the shulker boxes, and I'm going to need somewhat of a safe place for placing these shulker boxes, basically to make a workstation, because we don't want the gas to blow things away for us. So I think right here should be fine. I might put up a little bit of cobblestone or something, just to make sure that we're not getting attacked, because that would be bad. Very bad. Don't want to lose our stuff here. And I should have somewhere here a stone cutter and a crafting table. Where on up? Here it is. Alright, so oops, don't need that right now. We need these. Perfect. We can set these out here. Now keep in mind, this is the area that we're not exactly going to be using anymore. I mean, yeah, for that, but we're going to cut it off about here and just delete this whole part. Going to have the path coming right down through there. So now I just have to grab a bit of sandstone, make up some slabs, and I'll be right back. That should do it. We've got our slabs. We've got this area closed off just a bit. That should keep us from getting killed over here and losing our stuff. So now we're going to come over here, and we are going to start placing in some blocks. I think I'm just going to go ahead and start right in here. Hopefully that is centered. Looks like it is. And now it looks like we're going to go every 2 blocks. If you're wondering, I do have this already built. However, it was on a creative map so that I could get a pretty good idea of what design I wanted to go for. And I've determined that I wanted these slabs in the center, every other block, and we might actually extend that out just a little more to save on some smooth stone. But then we're going to have the sandstone going around the outside edge like this. And, of course, we will work our way up to the very top. But I am going to get this floor done and cut back in. And we have the last few blocks on the floor there. Looking pretty good. I know it's a bit dark. I'll try to do something in processing after we're done recording to get that to be a little bit brighter for you. But it's looking good. And the reason that we are going with bottom slabs is because we don't want the zombie pigmen to spawn in here. We don't want anything to spawn in here. So we're going to do everything we can to keep that from happening. Now it is on to stairs, I do believe. Let me just double check the image here. Nope, we are going for nether brick next. Nether brick slabs out to the sides of this on both sides. I haven't put the stone slabs here yet because not sure how I'm going to do the corner. I didn't do that in the test world, so we'll have to come back to that. You know, there is something just absolutely satisfying about moving around, placing blocks. I don't know what it is, but something this simple, it's just so relaxing. And that's one of the reasons why I love Minecraft. How about you? Comment below. Okay, and we have a crybaby. Hang on. Let me get rid of the little crybaby. Go wah-wah somewhere else. Oh, that was a bad shot. Oh, come on, Sweeney. Jeez, there we go. That's what's up. Alright, let's get back to work. And that is what the walls are going to look like. Now I'm going to have to repeat these tiles all the way down to the end where the stairs are, and then back down on the side over here. Yep, that's going to be awesomely fun. So I am going to take care of that and get right back with you, because nobody wants to watch repetitive stuff, right? Not sure if you guys can hear that, but we've got a car alarm going off outside, and this is an everyday occurrence. It's difficult, but hey, we do what we have to do. We keep going, right? The main part of the tunnel is now completely done, and I think it's looking pretty awesome. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this floor, though. Now that I've got it in place in a larger scale, it's not looking so good. Then again, not really sure. I might just have to do something like maybe add in some stairs instead of all slabs. It's just looking a bit flat and bland. Shut up, crybaby. Nobody cares. Oh, yeah. Anyways, so looking good. The only other thing would be down here at the end where the stairs are. Not really sure what I'm going to do there. Again, in the test world, I did not compensate for stairs. And there's no way that I can change this portal because, well, I guess I could. I could move this portal up. I think I'll do that. And then I'll make a roundabout way to get down here with a different design because we're down here, we're going to be actually doing a blaze farm. Where did that thing go? There is a, here it is, blaze spawner over here. And right now, Racecrafter has set up this little thing here to where we can at least get some blaze rods. But in a future episode, we're going to be working on that, making it an official blaze farm. We've just placed in the scaffolding so that we can get the ceiling on this thing, but I want to work with this curve before we do anything else, because if we can't get this curve just right, then there's no point in doing all this. So from what I can tell where I've placed this pillar here, that's going to be the corner pillar, so it looks like I'm going to have to take everything out from here on down. So basically, this area right here that I've cut out is more or less useless. So let's try to get that out. Place these blocks in and see if it's even going to work. I hope it does. I hope we don't bump into someone else's tunnel or anything because I really don't want to have to deal with that. Well, we're not going to be bumping into anyone's tunnel. However, we are heading right into the side of the City Hall portal. That's equally as bad. Oh dear. And that is all the floors and the walls done. However, we have also taken out the old ceiling, that old nasty nether brick ceiling. Wow, words are hard. And we have plans to build a new roof on this thing. Hopefully going to look a lot more better. That is Crafting Mantis's area. And down this way we go back to City Hall. And this way we go to the soon coming Blaze Farm and the End Fortress. Well, this is going to be fun. And the roof is now in. Now all I have to do is take out all the scaffolding and place these blocks back in. I don't have any of those on me at the current moment, but I can go ahead and take these out, and we can see what this thing will actually look like. And bippity boppity bam, there it is. I love it. I think it looks absolutely awesome. I was having second thoughts, kind of still am about the floor, but it's definitely looking awesome. Oh man, leave a comment below, let me know what you think about this tunnel way. Although we still have this side and this side to do, I think that's pretty much the design we're going to do through the whole thing. And I might even call this the main tunnels, because I love this design. I think it's going to look really solid all the way through and through. There we go. That is just about done. The only problem is we ran out of stairs right over here, so we're going to have to go get some more spruce stairs just to finish this up. And it shouldn't take many. I think I've got enough wood at the base to take care of this. So I'm going to do that before I take down the rest of the scaffolding. And I should probably eat something because I've been falling off of the scaffolding like crazy. Bad problem, folks. We only had one stack of spruce logs left. I'm going to have to go do some grind work, probably, sometime soon. Although I think this will get us to where we need to be. And there we have it. That's all we're going to be doing on this section for today. This end down here at the End Fortress, just before I started working on the stairs, Fortis Gnome messaged me on the Discord and told me that there's other plans for the stairs over there. I'm not sure what he was talking about. I'll have to actually get in contact with him to see what exactly he was talking about. But I do know he said before you go too far on the stairs. Yeah, I don't know. Something's going on there. We'll find out what it is later on. But right now, it is time to head back over to the base and get started with these 3 super smelters. And the first one's going to be furnaces. That's going to be for general use for things such as stone blocks and things like that. Quite a nice little area it's going to be there. Then we come over here to the blast furnace. This is going to be 30 blast furnaces, and that's going to be for cooking up all of our mineral blocks and things of that nature. And then we come over to the smoker, and these are going to be for cooking up our meats and potatoes. So let's get started. Back here we'll notice that we have 3 barrels. These are containing all the contents for each one of the builds. Not too big of a deal. Just going to break that and probably going to end up going into tutorial mode. But the first thing I want to do is place a couple of temporary blocks. So I know I'm going to have at least 2 blocks on each end, which are not going to be used for furnaces. So that's one there. And then we come back down to this end and we do a 2-block gap on here. So there's 1 and 2, place a block there. This is actually going to be where our chest goes for collecting all these materials. Then we can grab our hoppers, go around to the back side, place that there, and then we're going to hold shift continuously and walk backwards, placing these things like crazy. And now that we're done right there, all we have to do is come around to the back, grab our furnaces, and we want these to face out the short end so that we can see if things are actually smelting. I'm sorry, out the wide end, where we have 2 blocks left over. We're going to place these this direction so that this way we can see if it's actually flaming or not. If it's flaming, it means it's good. If it's not, it means it's not working. So we're going to be able to see when these things are working and when they're not. And of course, now that all the furnaces are in place, we can go to the back of the furnaces on the same side where we placed the chest and start placing in those hoppers on the bottom. This is going to be for the fuel. And it looks like Adela Butterfly and Racecrafter are online, possibly doing some sort of a collab build. I'll put their links down below just in case you want to go check out their channel and see what they're up to. Once we get that line in, we're going to go right on top of the furnaces, still holding shift, and start placing those hoppers as well. Then we're going to put in the rails. It's been a while since I've built one of these, so I did kind of goof up just a little bit. I had to take one of the furnaces off of that end down there and bring it up to this side here, and also shorten the amount of hoppers we had on this side. I've given myself way too much room for something that didn't need to be that long. What happens, you know? It's just the way life goes. Anyways, we are going to look up here at the side of the hopper, and we're going to place in 2 blocks like that. Same thing for the bottom one. Then we're going to put a temporary block here. Correction, temporary block here, and then go up and place a block there and a block there. And then we can take those temporary, well, I said take the temporary blocks out. I didn't want that one out, jeez. Okay, so there's that. Now that's going to stop the carts as they come through. Now we're going to need 1 more block right there, and that is actually going to have a dot of redstone dust on it. Just like that. And we'll get to the rest of the redstone here shortly. But I want to go down on the other end and do the same exact thing that I did back here, minus that redstone block. Now, if we start placing our rails down through here, that's one thing. But then we go up to the top. Oh, wait, this is east to west. Awesome. Alright, so north to south, you're going to need that extra block. But east to west, you're not going to need it. So I can just take that off and, well, get stuck down here, I guess. So yeah. But right here is where we're going to need... that's a little weird. We are going to need just a regular rail, not a powered rail. And what just happened there? Okay, see, all kinds of problems. Anyways, that's looking good. Make sure nothing went inside the hoppers. And it did. So there's that. Awesome. So now we can go down through here and place them all the way out to the end. Now that all the rails are done, we are going to come over to the back side, and coming out of the very last hopper facing towards the front, we are going to back up to it, jump and place down a comparator, place a block here, place a repeater here set to 0 ticks, and then we're just going to run some redstone dust down the line. And of course we'll have to chop this ever so often so that we can make sure that we are getting signal all the way here. But now we can come on in here and place in a block there and a block here, as well as a block right there. Then we can take that one back out. That was only temporary. Remember, we have the redstone dust there. And what's going to happen now is we're going to grab a couple of redstone torches, place one there, and that's going to light that up, and one there, and it's going to deactivate that system. Now, what's going to happen is, let's see here, go right in here, place in a block, and a repeater. Actually, I want the repeater coming out the other side. There we have it. Now, that should be good enough, and then we're going to go back down here and place another one on 3 ticks, I believe it was. I might have to adjust that later. But, for now, let's go on up to the top here and place in our 2 hopper carts. We're going to place one here and one here. Now, notice those are not powered. None of these things are powered right now. We are actually going to go out about 9 blocks, I believe it is. So, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Look down at that rail, place that, and that should light it up all the way to there. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, so now we're going to go out this way and around about the middle. Should be about 8 blocks away from that. And we now have the entire rail lit up. Now we're going to come right over here. We are going to place a button right there on the side of that one. Again, that's right where the redstone dust is. We're going to press that button, make sure that those both go, and as we see, they do. And of course, if we go down, I'm just going to place just a random item in this hopper down here just to make sure that it does in fact allow those to come back down. So again, something goes through this hopper, through the last one. That did not work. Why did that not work? Well, it was as simple as switching that comparator back there, sorry, the repeater back there to 4 ticks, and these to 1 tick. That's all it was. So this thing should now work perfectly fine. I'm not going to tweak it anymore, I'm just going to leave it be. We do have everything good and ready to go, so we are going to place the chests up here for the smeltable items. So I need to place a couple of blocks down here. Doesn't matter what it is, because they're only temporary. And now I have to think of which way I want this to go. So as far as these go, I'm just going to place one there. And one there. That's going to be for the fuel. Then we're going to jump back up to the top here and place... Why is that going there? That shouldn't happen. We'll just place one there and there as well. That will be our smeltable items. So we just walk up here, place in smeltables, just place in our fuel, and then collect everything down here. And there's that. All 3 are now in. As we see, I left that there, well, pretty much put it back after I got done building, so that way I know which one is what. We got all the smokers in on this one, so this signifies that. We got the blast furnaces there, just like we see, and of course the furnaces. Triple 30x Mega Smelters on the World of Solitude right there. And I can't wait to use those coming up soon, but first we're going to have to go build a blaze farm. So be ready for that in the next video, and if you enjoyed this one, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and click that notification bell so YouTube lets you know when the next video comes out. But until next time, I am Sweeney Dunstan, and I'm out of here. Stay positive, my friend.